Welcome YouTube, we are back with another video. Today you find me with my ring light and it is gone. Do you know what, it's quite late. It's actually about 20 past 7, around about that time. It's later than that, it's 7:30. So I'm going to do my check-in really quick. I'm going to send to Sass. He's going to see me half naked, see what I'm looking like, and then we're going to see what's going on. Today's a special day because I'm going to train with my friend Charlie at a different gym in Cambridge, not from where I live in Bedford, so we're going to see what that's all about. So there's going to be some heavy lifts today. It's going to be some good shit. Other than that, you join me today in my adventure and an update in the progress on trying to build some mass. I weighed in at 240 on the dot, so we're at 240, a nice milestone. So potentially I think there's a videographer video, because what I'm thinking of doing is every time I hit that milestones, 240, 250, 260, we should do little videos, because then we'll just see with like the quality of how big I am. Comment below if you want that to happen, because I think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? Right, let's start the day. We're on a mission today. We've got chicken going in. Oh, there it is. Barely cooked. Just going to restart the 8 minutes. Rice on the go. He's looking massive. We used some of this today. It didn't taste too bad. Not too bad at all. We've got EAAs on the go. Ready to go. Nice and cold. Jam bagel. Oh, it's in there making a mess. Look at this. Oh, it's a beast. It's a beast of the yeast. He's getting it in. Nice and early. Getting it done. Big position on the go. I'm going to be like this. Yeah. It's going to be a great fucking session. Make sure I've got plenty of salt here. I need to grow today. See what Sass... I've checked in with Sass today, so you're going to see directly where we go from today. But today's a benchmark day. We've hit 240 pounds. 240 pounds. I hit that actually a couple of days ago, but I've been heavier and it sort of dropped off, but it's sort of leveled out about 240, which is really nice. Which is nice. I like it. That's where I want to be. Oh, fantastic. Oh, no, I need to be a bit higher up. There we go. I'm making sure that I'm in the shot. Good. That's my chicken. Pre-workout meal going in. Lovely jubbly. Got to leave in about half an hour. Then it's another half hour to the gym. So yeah, give me about a solid hour, an hour and 10 minutes to let this settle. I've just downed the protein shake. That was all right. That was okay. And I'm going to have a coffee for this. And I understand I am going to have some pre-workout. So I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, Josh, but caffeine can restrict the blood flow. I know it can. But I want a coffee. I enjoy it so much. Look, listen, hear me out, right? I'm not doing too bad, am I? You know what I'm saying? I understand. I'm not going to exceed a stupid amount of caffeine. Just calm down. What's going to happen is going to have this. I'm going to have a bit of pre-work. I'm not going to double scoop it or nothing because I know what I'm doing, mate. I'm not an idiot. The thing is, today's a big day. I feel great. I had the clients check in yesterday. Phenomenal progress. People are absolutely smashing it. It's great to see. The team are going for it. You know, we've got people prepping this year. You know, my wife's prepping this year. I'm prepping my wife. It's great. I've got people doing their off seasons with me. And it's really good. And I've obviously got the lifestyle guys. And I'm going to talk about a lifestyle guy today, Tom, which he's going to talk about in a minute. And also, I'm training push today. I'm going to a different gym. I'm training with my mate Charlie. It's great. It's going to be fantastic. I'm yaying up with my buddies. I want a bit of caffeine. I'm filming. I feel great. I'm ready to get massive. I mean, Matt Coffee ain't really going to get you massive, but... And it's a check-in day for myself with Sass. And I'm 240. We're celebrating. Look at my celebration. You see that? Fucking good shit. And this is the Taylor's latte. And I'm having it in espresso. You know why? Because I make my own rules. So, obviously, I do coach for a living. And something I do want to talk about is progress from other people. Because this is obviously documenting my progress. A lot of my Instagram stuff, there's my progress on there, which is like a log. Obviously lifting videos, but there's a lot of client stuff on there. I know with YouTube, a lot of it's like just me. But something I do is coach. So... something I do is obviously check-ins. You'll see here, like, you may be able to see my computer, like a database that I have of clients, and I track everything of them from their sleep, obviously all the way down through their energy, mood, etc. If they're people that take PEDs, blood pressure, stuff like that is really important. But I tell you what, you see a little transformation that Tom's made. I'm going to put it on the screen now, so you see where he started with me in May. So what we've done to get to where he is now, and he's in his second push phase. I mean, he's 251 pounds, so he's getting quite big, you know. He's a tall guy, right, but he's looking good. You know, you can see completely different body compositions here. You can see one where we're pushing up, we're getting softer. Granted, he's soft, but you can see his abdominals, you can see his delts are capped, he's looking good, he's yaying up with his buddies. He's getting big. He's in a good position to grow, you know. So we're going, so we're like, you know, mid-off season with him here. And here, when he first started, he's not in a position to grow. You can see he's lacking muscle tissue. So what we did to get in that position is literally recomp, and he needed a big recomp because you look where he was, right? He needed to get things moving again. He hadn't used to be following a sort of flexible, structured diet. He does kind of want to compete at some point in time. He has told me he would like to, but he is very much like lifestyle. So, you know, having a cheat meal with the missus on the weekend is something that we want tried to keep in during our dieting phases because, you know, he's got to keep us sweet. We know what it's like for you lifestyle guys and that, you know, especially if you're not competing. So a little bit of a social, we get that in, and you can see a complete change in his physique, right? So he got really sharp, and I'll show you what he looked like. I think we did about 13 and a half weeks to get into like sort of nice shape. And you can see in this photo, he's in some good nick, right? Really nice, really good position. And then we did a push-up phase. So, you know, 14-week, 13-week recomp. Then we pushed him up a solid 20 weeks. We did a little hold phase, and now he's pushing back up. So you can see he started in May last year, so you could probably work out the math how it worked on how many weeks. I'll probably do it here as well, to be fair, but I have trained. He was on my old before I got these sheets, so he's on week 20 with me on here. He's been with me a fair amount of time, but you can just see if you are making, or you're in similar shape where Tom was, remember, that's the sort of time scale you're thinking. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's what I'm trying to say here. And this is done by him nailing it. Obviously, he has a social, you know, he enjoys a little bit of a social with his missus, you know, has a nice meal out, gets that done. Turns up and does his cardio when he needs to do his cardio. He turns up doing his training sessions when he does his training sessions. And we track his energy balance, you know. I thought I'd mention him, and if he watches this, he'll really like this. But you can see a dramatic transformation in, I thought, someone who doesn't compete, someone who's more lifestyle, and someone who isn't myself. You know, so you can see, you can make these changes. You just got to apply yourself. And a lot of this stuff that I do say in these videos, if you do apply that, you can make potential progress. And if you do want to do some coaching with me, I do actually have slots available. So if you do want to do it, you can jump in. We just got to message me. We'll get into a consultation call. And if you're a good fit, you jump on the team and get massive. Yeah, I had to say get massive, didn't I? Right, it's 7 minutes past 9. I need to eat this meal. I'm going to enjoy a bit of YouTube while I eat it and get off this, because if I keep on working, I won't eat. And potentially we'll see you when we get to Charlie's house. Alright guys, welcome to the video. So, obviously training at Le Coach. If you want to know where it is, it's Cambridge area by Milton. I actually used to work at CRC about 2018. So, yeah, a bit of 2018, 2019 I worked not so far from this gym. It wasn't there at the time, otherwise I probably would have trained it there before. But yeah, it's a good gym. It's full of like old Cybex and Nautilus pieces. Sorry, we got a nice burp in the voiceover. That'll be nice. That'll be some nice little scene for you all there. But yeah, it's fully kitted out. If you are strong on sort of like the push and pull pieces, you will be pinning plates to it. But they do have gym pins available to do that, because I think the owner knows that. But yeah, no, it's a nice little gym. You know, it's got some nice pieces in there. It's good fun. It's good crack. And when it comes to approaching a new gym, what I like to do is literally just log it and what machines we're going to do that day. And then literally write it down and just put in, you know, train the coach at the top of my logbook, and that's it. You know, at the end of the day, it's a one-off. You know, I'm not going to keep on going there. I will carry on training at Gaines. It's where I like to train. You know, it's right on my doorstep. It's got all the equipment. My training program's fitted for that gym. It's got all the original hammer strength pieces in there, what are perfect. But, you know, just make sure you note it. So if you do go to a new gym, just note it down. You know, you can still log your lifts, and at least you know them for next time. So if you do go back to that gym, you can be like, fucking hell, look how much stronger I am now compared to when I was here last time. So it's always nice. Also, don't know what's going on, but look at some of the facials. I was literally editing this back, and I'm looking, and I'm like, Jesus. Good job bodybuilding isn't like, you know, the best looking face competition, because some of these faces, they are fucking gopping. Look at that. So what is going on here? I mean, I am pressing and I'm working really hard here. I am getting some forceps, probably a few too many forceps on this set, but I was yaying it up with Charlie. Sometimes when you get a little bit hyper, 3 forceps is a bit excessive. And in this fly, yeah, I couldn't really get in the machine. Part mobility, part getting massive.com. You know, I'm going to go lean more to the way of getting massive. Don't know what I'm staring at. Looks like I'm staring at Charlie's dick. Sorry, John, if you're watching this back. Bit weird, I know. That faces what's going on in my head. Probably just thinking of getting massive. But, you know, it's all for a good cause, isn't it? But this was a nice little piece, to be fair. Really odd not using a grip, like holding a grip for like a pec deck or a fly. Really weird when you've done that literally the whole time you've been flying. This machine, fucking love this. And if you followed me back in 2018, you watched those videos, this is one of the machines that was used. So one of the ones, the Life Fitness. My gym actually has a similar machine, but it's not quite this version. This version is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I remember when the gym owner took over, he was like, I want to get rid of it. And I was like, no way. But anyway, this is the voiceover. I hope you enjoyed it. But what a session. Always good to train with people. Train with Charlie today, so shout out to him. You know, it was a really good session. And look what I'm wearing. If you know where this style of top is, where does it originate from? Well, I don't know if it originates from there. But one thing I do know is if you look at it, and if you know this, right, comment below. 20 sets, tries and buys. So that phrase, that and this, just think about it. Put it in, let me know. And if someone guesses it right, who said that? Who actually said that? Who was wearing something very similar to this and said that in one of their workout videos. Just going to put my beard oil in. I'm actually making an effort to look after my beard recently because if you don't know, you get dry skin under your beard, right? So beard oil isn't to help grow thicker beards. It's actually there to help protect the skin underneath because it doesn't get any moisture to it. So basically you get dry skin and you get beard dandruff and it's fucking awful. Tremendous. So, I'll tell you what, Chanel, placing her nuts for later on. Good old her, being organised. Let me just get some water. Let me just sort myself out. Does anyone else do that? Just try and get as high as possible. Unreal skills. Not a spillage on the table. Here we go. So it can only be one thing. It says ginger training. That means it can only be one thing. Oh, yeah. He's got business card. If you will remember the naughty boy. The juicy fruit. This is going to give me some nostalgia. Maybe give me a semi. I don't know. But it's all right. If you're walking around the gym with a semi, you know, wearing your grey boxers, grey joggers, you know, it's okay. You feel good about yourself. Anyway, when you're married, it don't matter. Talking about that, where's my wedding ring? It's on my neck. Right, so pre-workout is going to be Naughty Boy, the staple, yes, blueberry muffin, fantastic, chocolate brownie batter. Well, today I'll do a taste test of this for my last meal. We'll see how it gets on. Just pick my nose on camera. Don't worry about that. It's going to be a good session tomorrow. I've got to try this. So it's just telling me how massive I'm going to get. Tremendous. Oh, I'm back. I'm back from Sainsbury's. Fiery ginger beer. It's got to be one of the best drinks going. Get some more ginger.
Tell everyone where you come from.
Yeah, my Valentine's present.
That?
I opened when you weren't here.
Did I tell you to open it?
No.
Someone thought it was a good idea to open his Valentine's present without me saying he could.
It's because your Valentine's Day was yesterday, so I opened up today.
I don't care. It's a present. I meant to give you a present.
But I knew what it was because it said explosive fibres on it.
But you didn't know what was in it. We were in the doghouse.
Does that mean no sex?
Yeah.
For how long?
3 weeks. Fuck
off! 3 weeks? That's way too long.
I'm on prep. I'm not feeling it.
20 weeks out, you dickhead. That came apparent when I had this. When about this.
It was a weird coincidence, but it just, not feeling it.
Shut up, Chanel. Go and sip of your drink.
No.
Come on, give a sip.
No.
Hey!
Suck your mum.
Fucking hell. I went and got them. I went out to Sainsbury's to get you some ginger beers.
No, you went out to Sainsbury's to get
some cookies for tomorrow's high day, eggs for tomorrow, and some ginger beers for you.
Okay, so they all mine?
No, because we're married.
Okay, have one of your own then.
But what if I want some of yours?
Drink your own.
And what if I just want to sip?
Open the can and leave the rest for tomorrow.
No, I'll go flat.
Not my problem.
Fucking slurping it like that. Fuck off. I'm actually going to talk about something here. Are you going to take the piss? Right. So, cunt, did you see that? I almost took out my laptop. It's going to be live on that. All right.
Sure, Sam.
Yeah.
Tough.
Twat. So,
There you go. Done.
stop being a dick.
Is your mouth clean?
Yes. My mouth. What do you mean my mouth is clean?
What?
Well, like, where's it been? The only thing it goes on is you.
No, listen. Last time I had a fucking ginger beer and I left it on the side, I went to drink it and there's fucking rice in it.
Yeah, I ain't eating rice. It's digested by now. That is fire, isn't it? Shit, hell. It's got some kick to it, that, isn't it? I just wanted to talk a little bit about training to failure. Just feel like this could be helpful a little bit. And I'm not saying that you have to train to failure. We know that there's 100 ways to skin a cat. I'm not going to be that person saying, that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. However, more than one person has said, and this will go on Instagram as well, do a video on this, about training to failure, where is failure, things like that. So just going to give you some of my opinions, just get straight into it. So failure is when you fail. So you physically can't lift the weight anymore with good form. So you can't move it. So on a dumbbell press, you've gone down, you kept on going, got some down, and you get down the bottom and you're like, you physically cannot press that weight anymore. So you've reached failure. You've gone, right? There's nothing left. You've left nothing on the table. That is failure. Forced is when soon as I get into that bit and I'm stuck, and then a training partner may go, go on then lad, one more, boom, and get it up for you. So that actually is forced. So you've hit failure and then you've gone forced. So you've used assistance. Failure, obviously, is where you have failed. Then getting assistance would be having forced, and we have to make sure that this is good under good form. So sometimes failure can be reached once form is completely compromised. But you usually see this in certain movements. Potentially people doing terrible deadlifts where they're just bending their backs and yanking it. Have you seen those videos where they look terrible? That person, look, okay, you've reached failure. Like, you're no longer using the muscles you're meant to use. You are now using secondary momentum muscles, etc. So you get the reps. So you've reached you reached failure a long time ago. You know, when you start to see those sort of things, stuff like rows where people start shagging it, you know, kind of things like that, where it goes strict, and then it goes, all right, okay, I reached failure here, I could no longer get it, so then I started using my men. So that's the thing that can happen. Okay, you can get more reps, but you're not actually doing it, so you've reached failure. And also, one thing here is that just learn to crack on, because there is a lot of information out there, and some people will say, this is failure, some people say, this is failure, this is failure. However, just crack on. If you want to go till you have to have assistance, that's what you do. You're going to have someone assist because you've got a good training partner. You're going to get one forced. Cool. Just crack on with that and get strong. And focus and eat your meals. Focus on your training. Eat more for meals. Get stronger. And after a year, you will look like a completely different human being. After 2 years, you will look even more like a completely different human being. Try and stay away from, changing it up, because this person said, this person said, it can get a bit confusing. If anything, and you really want to take your results to that next level, employ a coach. It will make your life so much easier. And this is rich coming from me being a full-time coach. Cool. But remember, I've always had a coach. Strength and conditioning coach when I did strength and conditioning at university. And then, obviously, JP. And then I've had Sasan. I've always had a coach. Once I wanted to take this seriously, I've got, under the wing from someone else. I'm always going to learn. It does help, It allows me just to crack on with my team. And my team get bigger and bigger and better and better and shredded. I thought this would help. I hope it has helped. Adds a little bit of value to this video. Not just me being a dickhead in the gym, me being a dickhead in general, and then my wife being a dickhead. And my wife being a dickhead. My wife being a dickhead. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video.
What have I done?
What?
What have I done?
No, I was just saying that that you were being a dickhead. Hey, what the fuck was that? On a positive note, do not throw that at me. Do not throw that at me. I've got a drink there that could have spilled on a laptop. It is your problem.
You've got insurance.
I have got insurance. Listen, right?